Good morning, everybody. We're going to be in Psalms 147 this morning. As I was getting ready and everything, decided to get on the good old tiki-talkie. And a video came on and it got me thinking about worship, about singing and songs in general. Music has a lot of power. Like I don't think we really realize the kind of impact it generally has on us. It has a lot of power. You know, you can look at just normal, not normal, but worldly music and see the kind of influence and power that it has over people. They go to concerts, they get totally enveloped in the atmosphere and in the song that is being sung. You know, these people have had great influence on people's lives, generally not for the best of reasons, but it has power. It has a way to move an individual. And then this song that came on reminded me of my youth, because I remember when it came out. The song's called Our God. Or Our God is an Awesome God, sorry. I'm trying to remember things today. And I remember the power, the impact that song had when it came out, and the way that people allowed it to influence their lives. And it's not that it's a very complex song. You know, when churches started switching over to more of a modern worship style of song and stuff, I know a lot of traditional churches had mocked it because of the simplicity of the songs. But it doesn't take a lot. I think sometimes we put too much into it and things like that. Sometimes it's the simplicity that matters the most. That song pretty much said, our God is an awesome God, he reigns. With power and wisdom, our God reigns. One of the verses said, there's thunder in his footsteps and lightning in his fist. Our God is an awesome God. He's a jealous God. You know, the Lord wasn't joking when he kicked him out of Eden. It wasn't for no reason that he shed his blood. Finally follows up and says his return is very close, so you better be believing. Our God is an awesome God. Video that I saw this morning, it was these kids at a church camp. At least that's the way I look at it. You only get a couple minutes on YouTube, so pretty much it was a song, that was it. But it looked like some kids at church camp, you know, at the campfire time, singing the song. You know, at church camp, go through some things. You start reflecting on things, and it looked like these kids had been reflecting and coming to the realization of how powerful God is for them in their life. Here in Psalms 147, starting in verse 5, it says, God is great is our Lord, and great power his understanding is infinite. The Lord lifteth up the meek. He casteth the wicked down to the ground. Sing unto the Lord with thanksgiving. Sing praise upon the harp unto our God. Great is our Lord, and great of power. His understanding is infinite. No matter what you're going through in life right now, no matter how hard the struggle may be, no matter how painful the situation may be, our God is an awesome God. His understanding is infinite. Where you may believe that nobody understands, nobody can help you through the situation, nobody can comprehend the turmoil that you are going through. Our God is an awesome God. Turn it over to him. There's another song growing up called I Cast All My Cares Upon You, I think. But I cast all my cares upon him, because he can take that burden. We can try and struggle through these situations. We can try and struggle through the turmoil on our own. We may get out. We may be able to pull ourselves out of the muck and mire. We may be able to bring ourselves out of the quicksand that life throws us into. But it's hard. Is there really any glory in going through that alone? Is there really any glory in any of that? Because we're going to get right back in the same situation and have to go through the same struggle just as hard as we did the first time. But our God is an awesome God. He will take that burden, He will take that turmoil, and He will lift us up upon Him. It still may be a struggle to get through. But a struggle with God's a lot easier than a struggle alone. Our God is an awesome God. Sing unto the Lord with thanksgiving. Sing praise upon the harp unto our God. That's what we are here to do today. Today we are here to praise. As we go through the worship service, lift up His name in honor and glory. With every ounce of your soul, sing how awesome our God is. How worthy of praise our God is. As we go through the lesson, take in the Word, accept the Word, and put it into your heart so that we can lift up His name in honor and praise that. And as we go through the sermon, we can have His Word upon our heart, that as we go out into the world may see how awesome our God is. I was driving to church today, and I started thinking also about, some past witnessing programs that we have done. And one of them was that Kirk Cameron one. And there's one point in the entire series that is always stuck in my mind and my heart. And he asks some simple questions. You see a painting. What does that mean? What for 100% fact, seeing a painting, do you know? There was a painting. Or there was a painter. Somebody had to paint it. You see a building. What is the one definite fact you know? There was a builder. Somebody had to build it. So if we see creation, what does that tell us? Someone had to create it. There is a creator. That is God. Now, Brother Scott touched on it last week, and He is the I Am. He is the single. He is the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending. Our God is an awesome God. I know growing up, it was very emphasized that when we talk about God, it's the capital G, not the lower G. And the reason for that is, it's not as crazy as, it can seem to be sometimes. It's not an explanation of who He is. It's not just saying He is a God. It's not just saying He was the creator. It's so much more. That is who He is. It's a name. It's a title. It's who He is. Brother Scott's about to stand up here. We don't, write His name with a lowercase s. He possesses that name, right? When it's that possessive of a name, it's capitalized. It's English language. So God's capitalized. He's the one. He's the only. He's the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. And His return is very close. So you better be believing that our God is an awesome God. So we go to the Lord in a word of prayer.
Turn your eyes upon Jesus. Look full in His wonderful face, and the things of earth will grow strangely dim in the light of His glory and grace. Turn your eyes to the hillside where justice and mercy